Welcome back, everybody. We have another war video for Loki versus LVT, and a lot of members in LVT used to be in 4 Loki. This is before I joined 4 Loki, but you will recognize some of the members in the lines as we move through the map. They banned CGR, Corvus, and Herc, and Kingpin and Doom are globally banned. So that being said, let's get into it. First off, I have Mystic Spidey. I'm on path 5 today, and I have Professor X, Omega 7, and White Magneto. I have a few new fights. This is new for me. I dueled and didn't see anything that Spidey kind of was a bad option against Professor X. I have White Magneto pre-fight here, so I'm just going to parry heavy and get to my special 3. I am sick, so if I have to cough or if I sound kind of funny, it's just because I am sick. I think Clown got me sick through the line app. He's been sick for a while. But yeah, here I do Power Start 1 just to get to my rotation sooner. I don't know his mechanics very well. I do have an Unduke R3 Spidey who I've taken out and tried to use, and just not a huge fan of him. So I'm just really gonna bait his SP1s and take it in the block. I can dex them, but there's just no need to have him do something crazy that I'm not aware of. Here I just want to again take it into the block and just parry heavy if I can get a parry. And at this point I'm going to heavy charge into my special 3, and that is all she wrote. Next up, we had a torch assigned for this Mortal coming up, but we could have dropped our members' torch for a Wags to help with the Masso fight somewhere else. And we debated on what to do. I had taken this Mortal with Omega Sentinel before, and it went perfect. But I was actually thinking of trying something else. I'm still going to use Omega Sentinel. We ended up sending him over there to help with the Masso fights. I'm going to put Suicides on, or the Recoil Tree on, and I'm going to put a White Magneto pre-fight, and I'm actually going to I throw my SB1 to get the Fury up, and just keep him heal blocked. So I'm not going to heavy him at all, because I don't want to lose my heal block, but I wanted to see how much damage I would do basically in that window from when I knock him down in these heal blocks, so the conduit doesn't matter. And when the protection comes back up, any conduit debuff basically would get shrugged anyway. So see me putting on recoil right here, and then we are going to get into the fight. And just let me check my boost, my power start. I do have an indestructible that I'm place, and I also have 33% boost for the SV3 because I want to be able to tank as many special 3s as I can in case things go really bad. And in the first fight that I took him, I was dexing his specials just fine. For this fight, I decided to just block his SB1, and you'll see what happens when I do that. So, get into this fight, I'm like, okay. And I'm running recoil just basically because in case I have to kill another protection up like last time, Omega Sentinel has about 3 right there. I took that into the block and fight a bit of DJ. And for that special one, take that into block again, and lose a ton of health. And I'm like, okay, the Fury, because I'm more focused on the Fury right now, so I do an insane amount of damage with that one Fury, so I'm dying. Perfect. Here he's holding, and I'm like, alright, just hold it. He throws this special 2. And I should have thrown that special 1. If I would have thrown that special 1, he would have actually been dead much sooner. But I can't throw my special 2 because we'll land an Incinerate on, and I don't want an Incinerate to lose the heal block and he'll regen like crazy. So at this point, we're just going back to the strategy of killing him with protection edge and block another SP when I can, so I lose my health here. It's going down just fine. So, okay, one more combo to do it. I'm like, shit, I finished 3. and he's dead. So it's gonna cost me some health potions, but next I have Modok on the shared 456 mini, and I have Mutant Boost on because I'm gonna be taking Professor X. Professor X fights later, and here he's white. Magneto, there's a pre-fight place for me, so I'm going to gain 4 persistent charges from this win. The SIG, the Wind, Metal, and the Omega Sentinel synergy. So, plan here is just to very heavy on my PS1 boost because I want to get into my SB2 to get some damage back, power back from the damage, I should say. And so far so good. I throw it, I get no power. Modok affects your abilities, so I'm just blocking all these specials because he doesn't have that much prowess. I don't want to get caught in his health, so just playing it safe. Don't want to have anything pop up. And here he's almost down. I do have recoil on just on the bleed side, since he is bleeding me, so just trying to help the power. And shout out to Liza's Modok right there. Went down without a problem. And now we have Shuri on the Power Snack mini. Again, I'm going to switch my masteries. I'm just going to add 3 points to Poison because I'm going to be using Omega Sentinel. And the plan here is basically to stay in tracking. I'm going to bait heavies for openings and just keep her tracking, keep an eye on her matrix charges, because if I bait a heavy and she's at 10, she goes untouchable. If I don't have tracking on her, then I can miss, and obviously it's going to create an opening for her. I do place an invulnerability boost. I've never fought Shuri before. I dueled her just to see her specials and heavy animations, and I'm not even going to try dexing any of it. Omega Sentinel with her armor ups has plenty of block resistance, so it's not that big a deal. So here, I get the tracking, I pause it. You can see right off the bat, already doing really good damage. And then she gets kind of stingy with this special. I really want to take the special one because that's the one I've seen the most out of my duels. So I'm just gonna be like, you know what? If I can block it close enough to her, it doesn't push me too far back. I can, counter, but too far back, so I leave it. And here I place the tracking. I'm gonna bait another heavy, and I go to pause it. Breaks the special one. Perfect. Right there, I had spacing to counter it, but I was afraid of the untouchable, and I still had my tracking up. So again, this was a little different to play out. Okay. Here she goes. This perfect timing as I paused my tracking debuff, and I just wanted to throw heavy. Throw another tracking on her, then I throw my special 3, and I'm gonna land some incinerates on her. And this is gonna take advantage of that a bit. So this fight is going pretty smoothly, and you can see it's ticking for about 3,200. And just trying to get her to bring heavy, and she's dead. So that went about as smooth as I could want it to go. Next I have Namor on path 5, the first node. Now, this node is placed because if you place debuffs on him, he gains attack. And you have to intercept him to get the protection down. But I am running recoil, and obviously if you put DOT damage on him, he reflects it when he attacks you. But I've taken him before on Safeguard quite a few times with Omega Sentinel, and I'm not even trying to get clipped by any of the special ones because the last bit of it clips me sometimes. So I just take it all in the block, and whatever damage he reflects, and I don't even worry about getting the intercepts. I'm just going to basically just fight like normal, and then try to special get the incinerates up, and just let that do its work. And take some special. So So you need to keep the heal block on him because he is undead. So I should have paused them at this point instead of just refreshing, but I think I'm going to pause. Throw another one, then I throw my special 2. This is gonna get 3. Looks like 3 incinerates. I should have gotten 3 plasmas. Sorry, he is. Not sure what happened here. But either way, fight's going good. He's about halfway down. And actually, when he goes into Curious Rex mode, that's when I really like it because you can be aggressive and it's just not going to go red. It goes after a special and I got it perfect. Just keep him heal blocked. Throw the special. Throw another special too. And he's still in Curious Rex, so he's draining power as he gains it. And that's it. So next up I have a Spot, and taken him before, and the plan here is to drop a White Magneto pre-fight, use Professor X with a Power Start 1, have a mutant boost running from earlier, and I'm ramped up with 3 charges. So I'm going to parry heavy, bait some specials, and then throw my SB3. The thing with Spot is that you can't control spacing with him, so you can't hit his block and back him up, which is something that I do a lot of control spacing with. So this is, just have to be aware that as I'm baiting, I can't back up too much. So I really kind of need him to throw his special, you know, unavailable right there. I wish he would have thrown his special too, if I would have pushed him, because then he would have 0 power. I'd be in perfect shape, but now I have to bait another special. I'm like, okay, so I throw this heavy. I'm like, okay, just throw this. And he backs up right there, so that's good. And like, just throw one more special. Just kind of waiting. I'm like, perfect. Just take all this and block. And now I just have to get intercept, and I do. I back up, very heavy, and that's all she wrote. Couldn't have gone any better. It went better than my first time. Even untouchable, and I got some roughly damage. But that is it for that Spot fight. And then here I'm just spamming SB3, you can see. And the next fight I have is the Sassy. It's the 4-5-6 shared mini Mighty Charge. And this is also Mighty Charge rather, and Mighty Charge and everything Intercept. And the thing with Sassy on this node is just very heavy to get to my SB3, my Power Start 1. I don't care about the Invul, because if he's in Wrath and he throws his SB3, I'm stunned anyways, and that's going to kill me. So I make sure my pre-fire set back up, kill Professor X, back up to full, and then I'm going to apply my boost, read my nodes, and get into the fight. So I don't care about the damage at first. I'm just going to parry heavy, and ideally, without dexing, push him to an SB2. So the Magneto pre-fight lets me really ramp up my charges very, very quickly. That with a Power Start 1 lets me get into my damage rotation, but as, probably as fast as possible. This is probably one of my faster Sassy takedowns, just because the AI was very cooperative. So here, alright, and now since I dex, I don't want to hit him because that's going to trigger him being the save that being charged until after. And there I get an intercept, and boom, into my rotation. Full yellow bar, thanks to the armor break. Full power. Heavy charge into my SB3, so I have an extra prowess, fully ramped, it's about half damage, and my second SB3 is going to kill him. Now, for the next fight, he had assigned a War Machine to a Sauron. I initially assigned that because War Machine can remove the prowess, and then Sauron doesn't have anything, basically. Doesn't regen without prowess, is not unblockable without it. But I decided to send Omega Sentinel, and we did place the War Machine debuffs on there, so I have extended debuff duration and energy resistance. And I can really tell that my heal block was just a little bit longer. If Omega Sentinel naturally had debuffs this long, she would just be completely broken, I think, because it was really smooth to play with her with this type of link on her heal block. But the plan here basically is to keep an eye on the prowess underneath his health bar and his unblockable. When he's at a special 1, just dex it down there, and ideally push him to another special 1. It'll clear his prowess. His unblockable's on cooldown. So I'm like, okay, here I can push him and parry. Now his unblockable will be back. He's at 10, so I need him to know this. And the damage is just ticking away. Just need to keep that heal block up. Still pause, so I'm going to pause all my debuffs again. And one more special 1 just to kind of work out DOT damage, and that is it for my war. And the war just ended. We ended up winning 5-4. We had a 2-death lead, but we were losing on time, and we had 4 fights left on Mini Island. We did end up dying once it was my actual battle group, but we soloed the rest and squeaked out the win. Shout out to Karate Mike, B McG, and myself. We got an MVP. And shout out to LVT for a good war. It was definitely very entertaining, and it's good to get back on the winning side. See you guys in the next one.